Hello and welcome to Craftopia patch notes for 12.22 and 12.23 and some other hot patches that went on, and there was one today, 12.24. So let's go through these. So this is the major update that they announced back in November. So let's take a look. So let's see, first item. Weapon refining system will be available tomorrow's patch. Okay, so we'll get to that. Critical bug fixes and improvements increased the distance of the player's damage reaction. It's been unadjusted for a long time since release of the game. Attached modules will automatically be dropped when retrieving vehicles or buildings. Oh, that is nice. I've had the, I think it was in my last video. I picked up a forge or something, and it ate the input-output nodes that were attached to it. Workshops will be continuously working, even if when you're on a different island. That is awesome. That was one of my big issues I had. Is once you leave an island, it stopped, and so you kind of like had to move your stuff if you wanted to keep going. I see. Fixed an issue where enchantment effects would be applied to the wrong type of equipment. Okay, and wasn't affected by that. Fixed an issue where enemies would spawn without spawning interval time when the player has left the enemy spawn point and approached it again. Okay, so I guess if you killed something, walked away, and then walked back, it would respawn instantly. All right, new content. New weapon retrieving rod is added. You can retrieve placeables far. Okay, so I guess this lets you pick up stuff from far away. That is pretty cool. Status effect poison is added. If you're hit by a poisonous attack when you're under the status effect, poisonous damage will increase. Okay, that's pretty cool. Poison arrow, poison antidote. Several poison items added. Several fish added. Puffer fish. See. Fish will produce different items than fish fillet. That'll be nice. I noticed that whatever fish you got, it was always fillet, the same fillet. Goblin kids are added to islands. Lizard mobs now only spawn in the desert. Okay, that's pretty cool. Moving roots. Moving roots added to the poisonous biomes. Skill fake death is added. Please use this when you encounter a bear. Okay. I guess that's like a feigned death, like from maybe a monk in EverQuest or a necromancer in EverQuest. Skill parry is added. This replaces the previous version of magic shield, enables you to reflect enemy arrows and magic by shield attacks. Skill magic shield is reworked when okay, so the previous skill replaced it and this one reworks it. Let's see, when you cast this magic shield with durability based on your maximum mana will appear around you and absorb damage. Oh, that is pretty nice. That is like a absorb. Fast walk passively increases your movement speed. That's nice. Skill endurance. See here, this decreases the stamina consuming rate when you're continuously spending your stamina. So swimming and running, so you can run and swim a lot longer. Skill salesmanship is added. Cost of purchasing items, repairing equipment, improved breeding will be decreased by this skill. Okay, that's pretty nice. Storm arrow is added. Shoot multiple arrows in a cone shape through 3 times. This is the first bow skill in which you can deal damage to multiple enemies. Oh, that is really nice. Give you some like AoE attacks. Let's see, native alchemy is added. This skill converts surrounding items into other materials by consuming alchemic catalyst. Skill fresh alchemy is added. Skill converts surrounding items into food-based items by consuming alchemic catalyst. Okay, that's pretty cool. Taunt skill added. Draws attention from enemies. Increases your defense. Okay. Decoy doll. Tracks enemies and explodes when destroyed. That's pretty cool. Kind of, you could probably use that to escape things. Several skills are added, therefore you can reset your skill tree free for once. Hopefully those add up because I haven't done that yet. New alchemic catalyst is added. It can be crafted at a potion brewing stand and is used as a catalyst for alchemy. Okay. New placeable bank is added. You can protect your money from death penalty if you deposit it in the bank. Note the bank building costs you a lot. That is pretty sweet. Captured moving root can summon moving root. Okay, so I guess I'm not sure what that is. I haven't experienced anything to do with the moving root mob or anything like that. Seasonal event. Some deer might have strange because it's the Christmas season until December 25th. Okay, so there's like a 3-day period where the deer become reindeer, maybe. Let's see, Christmas-related items and furniture were added. You can craft them at the workbench. A Santa hat, a Christmas tree. Both items can be crafted even after the seasonal event is over. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I'd like to be able to do that, and it's Christmas Eve now. I'm not sure I'll be able to get into gameplay today. Let's see. New item categories. Combat supporting tool added. Can equip onto an ammo slot. A different kind of combat supporting tool based on the equipped weapon. Okay. Can be crafted with a wooden arrow or fire arrow. Okay. New dungeon. Royal Tomb is added. New boss, Griffin, is added. Okay, sweet. They control winds and something very well. They control winds and something very well. Okay. Griffins of higher levels excel at controlling winds. Now is officially connected with V-Roid Hub. And you can replace a model of a player with it. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but maybe that's a VR thing. A new feature has been implemented that allows you to delete an open island by consuming a special item at the altar of transportation. Okay, that's interesting. New equipment has been added. New equipment can be attained drops from the new Griffin boss or crafted at a blacksmith. And then we have the Grief Oizer, the Will Wertwind. New equipment added. These can be attained from treasure chests in the dungeons or crafted at the blacksmith. Killer bow, Satirius bow. New admin added. Can carry a magical stone. Okay, so that drops from something in the harsher environments. Okay. You can create a more powerful weapon, crafting them in combination with various equipment and materials at the advanced blacksmith, which will be implemented at a later date. Okay, that's pretty cool. So those is kind of like you kind of level up your weapon as you go and add to it, maybe. New equipment has been added. Each piece of armor has a different directional performance. They can be obtained from crafting at the blacksmith by collecting materials that draw from strong enemies. Dragon mail, red, black, blue. Dragon helm, red, black, blue. A bleeding charm. New material have been added. You can get them from a variety of powerful enemies, as well as plants, ores, and creatures that live in harsh environments. Dragon scales, executioner scales, reaper's spirit scales, hell pepper, heated mineral, hellfire wood, hardwood. Dragon scales, executioner scales, and reaper spirit scales do not grant the enhancements or enchantments that granted by normal bosses, but only special enchantments. New potions have been added. It will temporarily give you the strength to endure the harsh environments. Heat, hell, resistant potions. Let's see, recreation button. So some items can be recreated. Okay, that sounds interesting, I guess. Lets you re-roll the stats, maybe. I think that's what that's trying to say. The new reset island function has been implemented. Lets you select an island to reset from the altar of transportation to recreate a new island, and the following monsters will now appear in several high-level species. Dragon, a sense of disquiet from Island 5 and above. A Hell Island has appeared. The creatures are not normal. The environment is not normal either. If you're up for the challenge, be prepared. Okay, so it sounds like the the 5th island is now like a special like Hell Island that you have to fight on. Probably some kind of quest item there. See, the content of the Hell Island is under construction. Some content is being created for a stable board, so please wait a while. We have confirmed that the cheerful bird monster Piku, the rambunctious orc warrior, the red monster, may burn you if they touch you. Jeez. And the kind green-hearted monster have appeared on each island. Era level 5 has opened. We're planning on increasing the number of items that can be crafted. The item catalog has been implemented. You can receive experience and status up rewards by delivering items. Floating island of hell is now surrounded by a barrier of darkness. Anubis can see inside the barrier, but he seems to be acting differently than usual. The barrier will be released after defeating 3 divine puppets that have landed on the ground. Jeez, that sounds awesome. You can now erase enchantments from inventory, multiple choices, like at the washing machine. Some negative effects, surface enchantments cannot be erased. New boss, Lizard Gunner, has been added. It seems to make sense to makes full use of energy bullets, but if you use it too much, it will overheat. What? It seems to make full use of energy bullets. New boss. Okay, that doesn't make sense. A new boss. It seems to make full use. Maybe it's a new boss drop. I think. I'm gonna go with that. New equipment has been added. These can be obtained by dropping them from the new... Okay, wait. New equipment has been added. These can be obtained by dropping them from the new Lizard Gunner boss or by crafting them using the materials they drop. All right. I'm guessing this is translated with Google Translate from Japanese, so that could be the part of that. So let's see, we have a western hat, hard leather, skilled repair shop, carbide chest. New equipment has been added. Each piece of armor has a different directional performance. So high dragon mail, assault dragon mail, magic dragon mail, high dragon helm, assault dragon helm, magic dragon helm, new building skilled furnace, new building skilled blacksmith. So you can make ignits to create new buildings, new equipment upgraded through crafting. See, purple mono will now appear. These things accidentally fell into the poison swamp and evolved in their own way. New map, Poisoned Island, has been added. It's a dangerous area, but the poison materials are from the poison materials from here will be useful in your journey. Let's see. Oh gosh, there's so many things. Lava golem has now that appears in hell. Now appears in the volcano. New building chest. New building. The chest of super alloy have been added. Amon's dagger has been added. However, it seems the true power has not been released yet. New background music added to hell. When you link to VR Oid Hub, you can now post your photos to that. Okay. Not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. All right, balance adjustments. Let's see what's changed here. One-handed torches and two-handed torches have been given cold resistance level. The range of mono bombing has been used by King Mono has been adjusted separately in the dungeon and in the field. Okay. I'm guessing there's a boss called King Mono. I haven't done very many dungeons, so I would assume that's what that is. The number of existing goblin spawns have been changed to reflect increased goblin species. The maximum life of the underworld emissary, including high level, has been slightly reduced. Dropper on the cauldron no longer drops only the finished dish. This has been rewound to specifications of the 11.7 update. We are currently looking into ways to make it so that the finished product will also be dropped. Okay. The durability of recovery rod has been increased from 100 to 180. Change some drop items of the goblin kid to straw. Change the tier of the work efficiency skill from 4 to 2. Change the tier of tune-up 2 to 4. Skill bounty hunter has been modified upwards. The bounties now depend on the strength of the enemy, and a minimum bounty has been set. 5, 10 increases by 5 has gone from 1,000, 2,000, all the way up to 10,000. Holy crap. I'm not exactly sure what that does, but I'm guessing that's gold. Let's see here. The skill structural mechanics has been modified. When structural mechanics is triggered during the construction of a bank, you would get 1 million gold land purchase contract approved, but now you will get a 1 million gold purchase contract not approved. To build the new bank, you will need to get approval again. Okay. That'll be interesting to see. Well, next video, we'll get into the game and try out all this new stuff. Let's see. The skill workflow has been renamed to work efficiency and will reduce the time required to repair items from your inventory. Critical damage increase of the skill backstab has been revised upwards. So from 20 to 50%, from to 50 to 150%. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Fix the gradual increase of the prison fire accumulation value for both players and enemies until the prison fire state is activated. Durability of bows has increased. On desert islands, the areas that require heat resistance level to take environmental damage now require cold resistance level to take environmental damage at night. Okay, I'm guessing that's when you require heat resistance during the day, you will need cold resistance at night. I think that's what that's saying. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The life of movement-related modules, such as balloons, was too high. So it has been changed to 1 life so that they can be shot down with arrows. Okay. I saw the balloons, I believe, but I never tried one, so we'll have to give that a shot and see how that works. Change the parameter used for damage calculation from 100% attack to 100% attack plus 10% M attack. Since arrows are filled with bow skill, magic will get generated. Okay, so I guess it's their magic attack. Okay, so on magical bows, I guess that's giving you a little bit more damage, I guess. Heal value against enemies, recovery by goblin healers has been adjusted. Normal enemies will heal more than before, and undead-like enemies will take a little bit more damage. Okay. The number of catalysts required for Hell's Blaze has been reduced, and the damage of mana consumption have been adjusted upwards slightly. See, reduce the amount of durability, reduction weapons. This is a temporary fix. It's not finalized, but we continue to make adjustments. Okay. Maybe that means weapons will break quicker. I think that's what that's saying. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, how the weapons always break. Enemies are now less likely to blow up at the end of a time lock. The attack power of the Griffin has been adjusted upward, so the Griffin is stronger. Introduced the less feathered Griffin wings, along with this, the required minerals for Griffin wings have been adjusted. The Forester skill has been changed from 4 to 3. In accordance with this change, we'll be offering 1 free skill reset. That's a lot of skill resets. Let's see here. The poison resistance of the Lizard Executioner has been strengthened. The behavior of the Stone Golem has been adjusted. Stone Golem has been given a weak point, but as a result, normal areas are harder to damage. And I think the Stone Golem is one of the few bosses we did fight in the dungeon, and he was very very durable. So I'm guessing where we were shooting him in the chest is now his probably his real weak point, and that's the only way to probably do damage to him. Let's see, the default scale of the VR-oid model was too small. Okay. Enemies that spawn far away from the player are still counted as respawning time, but now only takes into account the respawning time of one enemy. But has been improved stock number of enemies that respawn a certain number. Anumis in Hell now recovers spontaneously based on the number of World Heritage sites built. Okay. Functional improvements. Endurance consumption has been introduced into the retrieving rod. Water attribute attacks, bucket of water, sprinkler can now digest flames, normal flames only. Only normal flames, not prison flames. Flame, hellfire, and poison damage to the player now slightly reduced to players based on players' environmental damage reduction levels. Okay. Pufferfish has been added to the list of items can be tamed when swimming in a poisonous swamp with the diver skill. The upper limit on mouse sensitivity has been doubled. The improvement of the movements of some attack motions, such as the pickaxe attack, the axe attack, the punch attack, so that if you continue to hold down the movement key during the motion, your move with a slight slip. Okay, I'm not sure what that does. The attack motion of a repair hammer has been improved. The total number of items sold on the market has been changed to display separated by commas. Please wait a little longer for the other amounts to be displayed. The altar of transportation has been made indestructible, as it was sometimes destroyed after an island transfer and could not be returned to the original island. You can still retrieve it by pressing E. This affects the effects and motions of the repair rods have been fixed. Added 144 to the maximum FPS setting. I don't think I ever got 60 FPS in the game, so that's pretty crazy. I guess if you played it at 1080p, you might be able to hit that. Items can no longer be retrieved from chests when the inventory is full. Oh, this is a great one right here. Items can no longer be retrieved from inventory when your inventory is full. So like before, if you were pulling something out of a chest and your bags were full, it would just drop it on the ground. It was really annoying if you're in a hurry trying to grab stuff. Equipment can now be removed by right-clicking on the equipment slot. Transfiguration altar will now appear on the map. BGM support has been added to the Christmas tree. Vehicle key settings can now be separated from each vehicle type. Change the tornado effect for dragons. Remove the right-hand staff when placing buildings. Discontinued because it interferes with the other right-hand equipment. Apologies to wand lovers. Improve the display of the skill tree. Change the display position of many required skill points. Added voices and sound effects to some characters. The description of the magic arrowhead skill has been revised. Magic arrow Cannon is an active skill that stops consuming arrows for a certain amount of time. Holy crap, there's so many notes. Corrected description of the Wild Might. Wild Might is a passive skill that increases your attack when you eat raw animal meat. Added a sound effect for shield attacks while running. Adjusted the color of magma. The description of the skill Forester has been modified. Forester is a passive skill that increases damage of normal bow attacks. Rigid Bow 2 has been renamed to Forester 2. This description of the skill has also been revised. As it was previously stated, the bows increased the damage of the bow's pool. Okay, but now correctly stated that it increased the damage of normal attacks. I'm at a loss on what that one is. Maybe like when you're pulling back the bow, maybe like the longer you held it, it used to give it more strength, but I'm not sure. In the description of enchantments, the position and conditions of the applies to this equipment only and applies to the consumable only were misleading. So we've improved the description to say for consumables only, right before the description of the consumable effects. The notation applies to equipment only has been removed. Okay, so that's just some clarification right there. Enchant effects that do not apply to items will now be displayed in red. The color of Dragon Mail and Dragon Helm have been adjusted when playing in VR models positioned correctly. Okay, now we're into bug fixes. Okay, fixed a bug that caused the motion to be unnatural when holding a shield and while juggling. The motion can catch a sword and other weapons. I'm guessing that's a VR bug. I don't think you can juggle with normal controls, but I could be wrong. Fixed the bugs that caused juggling to occur when weapons were not designed to be juggled when switching weapons. Fixed the bug that caused punches and kicks to go out of control when installing a building with only one building remaining in its equipment. Fixed an issue where automatic furnaces will no longer acquire items from the item input import when they were in production. Fixed a bug where droppers attached to a cauldron would multiply items. I thought they fixed that last month. Ah, crap. This one. Let's go back down. Here we go. Let's see. Fixed a bug where droppers would eject multiple items at the same time. An insurance process has been added to stop the production of test items when they were produced in the cauldron. Fixed a bug that allowed players to activate skills that consumed a fullness even though they were not full enough. Not sure what that one does. Fixed a bug that allowed players to activate skills that consume fullness even if they're not. Okay, so I guess if there's certain skills that required you to be full on food, and it still let you use them without being full. Fixed the text color of negative effects on the enchantment smelted to red. Fixed an issue to apply button will not appear after pressing the restore settings to default values button. Fixed a bug that caused backstabs to trigger and go on cooldown when attack logs or stones with the skill backstab learned. Lots of little interesting bugs. Fixed a bug where recovery rod would react to vehicles and NPCs. Fixed a bug if the goblin shaman fireball hit a building while it was predicted to be placed. The predicted placement would turn red and you could not place it. Okay, so I guess if a fireball is in the air and you're trying to put something down, you wouldn't be able to put it down. I'm guessing that's what that means. Fixed an issue where the player could go to a shield action while the shield was destroyed if the shield was destroyed during the shield action. Fixed an issue where skills that require a weapon could not be used under certain conditions while a weapon was damaged. Fixed an issue in which attempting to activate a skill at a time was not available, this result in the skill being internally reserved for activation. and would result in the skill being unleashed at the next available time. Okay, so it's kind of like inadvertently queued up the skill until it was ready. Fixed a bug that allowed some satiety, consuming command skills activated and the satiety level is already 0. I'm guessing that related to the food thing up there. Fixed a bug where modules attached to chests and other objects except walls could not be recovered with a recovery rod. Fixed a bug that prevented recovery modules attached to chests and other objects except walls. Fixed an issue. The appearance of Jersey bovine and red-haired Holstein bovine were reversed. Corrected the description of the hidden flavor skill. Fixed a bug where the cooldown change per level skill time lock was not displayed. Fixed a bug where flame damage, lizard executioner, and king mono were disabled. Fixed an issue where aiming would not switch the bow aiming animation when the bow and a shield were equipped. Fixed an issue where the weapon would be held in the hand during the time of the salute emote. Fixed an error in the notation for the amount of skill habitation, so it was originally 0.75, now it's 75 to 50. Okay. Fixed a bug where two-handed weapons would be equipped in the sub-slot when double-handed. Fixed a bug where two-handed weapons would not be unlocked when the skill tree were reset. Fixed a bug which multi-sync was being performed before save data had finished loading. This fixes bugs such as synchronization of productions when moving islands in multiplayer. Fixed a bug where the skill backstab would not reset by skill reset, and fixed a bug where the arrow parameters were not being applied to weapons other than bows. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yeah, we did that one, so go up. So that was the 12.22. So on 12.23, update patch 2020.122.2006. New content added. New system weapon refining has been added. You can refine your weapon at a refinery by spinning the same kind of weapon as the weapon you want to be refined and refining stones accordingly to refining levels. Refining an iron sword. Okay, refining case 1. Refining weapon is iron sword. Material weapon is iron sword. Results in an iron sword +1. Required refining stone is refining stone shard ×1. All right, refining weapon is iron sword +9. Material weapon is an iron sword +25. Result is a iron sword +20 or +34. Refining stones are refining stone ×11, and low grade refining stone ×14. Note, you can only refine weapons such as one-handed swords, bows, two-handed swords. This excludes shields. Balance adjustments. The stiffness correct factor of the VR something changed. I don't know what that means. Hellfire damage cannot be reduced by heat resistance levels, but hellfire resistance levels now because we have a hell resistance potion. The required materials and the the required materials and the amount to craft refining stone shard are adjusted. Some bug fixes. The bug positions several accessories weren't adjusted in VR. Modified griffin behavior to solve the case where it would never land on the ground. If you still have the problem, report it. The bug, the griffin deals less damage to buildings than expected. Bug, unimplemented items appeared in the game. Bug, the damage number didn't show up and enemies are dead. Damage number shows negative. Indulgence of Anubis didn't apply to the bosses of dungeons. Durability of equipment weren't displayed when the player when you played with the controller. A bug in the equipment put in a chest had bug that the equipment that you put in a chest wasn't unequipped had been fixed. Okay. All right. 12.23 update patch 2020.1223.2238. Balance adjustment. After this update, you visit or recreate an island 5 or more, you'll have a 100% chance to be a hell island for once. Bug fix. A bug that merchants and the Dark Anubis drop every frame when they die. Drop an item every frame when they die. Infected. Let me read that again. The bug merchant, the bug that merchants and Dark Anubis drop items every frame when they die, while they are affected by the effect of time lock, has been fixed. Okay. And the 12.25 update patch 2020.1224.2359 balance adjustment. The number of materials to open a map has been adjusted. The number of materials for age 5 has been adjusted. Okay. I guess they nerfed those. All right, that's everything. That's quite a bit of patch notes, but I think I'll make a video and we'll go in and check out everything else. I'll see how this. I know this refining thing was a achievement that you couldn't get, or I guess the in-game achievement journey thing. And then there's a few other things we can go check out. Probably maybe we can do some bosses and stuff. I was kind of holding off on waiting for this December patch before going into dungeons and going any further. But yeah, so that is the Craftopia patch notes for December. So thank you for watching and have a great day.